Hi everyone, thank you for joining the talk. Coming up today, Christy Payne, Executive Director for Hope Spur Mental Health. Christy's going to tell us about the second annual Wind Therapy motorcycle ride for suicide awareness. Then, meet the man behind all of those hilarious billboards around the area, Jason Burgin. Don't go anywhere, the fun starts in 2 minutes. Welcome back to the talk. I'm here with Jason Burgin. Hey, Jason.
Hey, how are you?
Good. It's a pleasure. We always have a lot of fun things to talk about when we meet up. And I thought that it would be fun to share some of the things that you're into with our audience, because a lot of people who don't even know you because they see your billboards.
I have a couple. Yeah.
How many do you actually have?
About 20. Right
20 billboards.
Yeah.
I love it though. You know, it's hilarious, and it was brilliant. I think that was brilliant because you stand out, because not only do you have your average information billboards, but you have created really a novelty. Tell our viewers a little bit about your idea for that and what you're doing.
So originally I got the idea from seeing these attorney billboards that would have so many, and I thought, what if I did that in a small area where I did so much marketing you could not notice me. And I negotiated these really, really good deals. I don't pay anywhere close to what people think I pay. I'm a good negotiator, thank goodness. And then I found out that I could have a different design on each one, so I sat down and I started cranking out ideas. And yeah, and then they start popping up, and I sit down. I don't sleep a lot, so I'll sit down and knock out like 20 new ideas, and you know, some of them work, some of them don't.
So what is your favorite one so far?
My favorite one personally would be the Plus Size and Proud of It Realtor. Which was one of your first, right? That was one of my first.
And I remember that was close to Med now on Walnut Airport.
Right across the street.
Yeah. Actually, you had one on one side. It was Plus Size, Realtor, and Proud of It.
And then the other was the mall's greatest salesperson is now Dalton's okayest realtor.
I love that. Because, Jason, you are a good realtor.
I think so.
But I mean, you're successful with that. But to say, you know, you're okay, it's fun, and it's kind of jokey, as all of yours are.
Well, you know, with me, anything, I just own it. So with me always being compared to, oh, the guy from the mall. Oh, you worked in the mall. I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that.
I worked in the mall right out of high school.
Where'd you work?
I worked at On-Stage Clothing. It's not there anymore, but it was a real trendy, on the corner, kind of bigger clothing place. My cousin got me the job with one of his girlfriends, and so I worked there almost a year before I blew that.
Okay.
Oh, even before that, when I was still in high school, I had to beg my parents to let me work. We lived at West Side. You know, it was just kind of like, you know, you don't have to do this. Why are you? Because I want to be in this class and get out of school early.
Yeah.
And so I tried working at Park Lane Hosiery, and it was small. I don't know if you remember it, but it was a smaller like hose and dance attire.
Okay.
And it was kind of fun, but I was too immature and too young, and I just, you know, soon blew that.
It happens.
Yeah. So my first 2 jobs there were there.
So my first job, I used to work at McDonald's on Glenwood Avenue. I was a birthday party host and did the whole thing.
I remember those days.
Yeah, I was a very, very requested host too. Well, I made friends with the people, Nelda and her husband, that owned the McDonald's in the mall. So I helped out there a little bit. And then actually one of the girls that I used to work with there has been running the arcade in the mall and still does.
Oh, sweet.
Then later on, got Hauser Shoes, had a little crush on my mom, and she's like, you should hire my son. Because nobody would hire me as a salesperson forever.
I wonder why, because you're good at it.
Because I was young, and, you know, I only had fast food and carpet meals, and I helped set up Walmart, so, you know. But that gave me at 20 years old, launched my sales career. So I kind of kept building up from there. And so that's why I would have never left. I loved working in the mall, actually. I love the people. I miss it. I mean, no matter how good I've done as a realtor, I miss my clients so much. And that was one of the things that kind of launched me into doing the billboards, is because I tried to open back up in the mall, but they would only let me do it if I did a 5 release. And so I said, you know what? I'll just put billboards in front of the mall. That'll be, that'll let my clients know where I am. That was the whole point of it. And then the plus size one was because I got so tired, because I was a skinny guy most of my life, and I've, thyroid the thing and not eating right, put me here, but I'm still, cute. And and I got tired of all these people making, you need to be, like, not just me, but everybody.
Sure.
Is you never heard anybody go, you need to get fat.
Yeah.
No one ever says that.
Yeah.
Let people be happy with the way they look.
Yeah.
And so I've had, the reason I like that billboard is because I've had so many people go, you really helped me out, that kind of thing. You really made me feel better about myself, and,
Then you're the male Khloe Kardashian of Dalton. She helped a lot of, you may not know this, but her Good America, or Good American line is for every body size and every type. And on the show a lot of times, or her different commercials or whatever, it's like, you made me feel so good about myself. I accept myself, and so I love that.
Sadly, I'm not up on my Kardashians, so yeah.
Love them or hate them. I used to deny watching them when Steve and I first got together about 7 years ago, because he was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're watching. And then I was like, oh no, I was just flipping through. And now I'm just open. I was like, you know what? I do. I like to watch it. I like to watch their drama, and I like to watch, I just like it. But I don't watch all the Housewives. Do you watch those?
I do not.
No.
I have enough drama in my real life. I don't need to watch it on TV.
Right, gotcha.
I find comedies on TV. That's what I do. Well, I like to detach from reality.
Yeah, I get it. And you love jokes and things, because you had a joke store.
Prankster's Paradise. I had that for a long time. Selling practical jokes and magic and all that kind of stuff. And that was another thing I was really proud of, because I created something nobody else had done before. I mean, people had practical jokes here and there, but nobody had done just that.
Yeah.
And it just made people happy. And I did the billboards, my original thought was, I just want to make something that people will notice and share. That was my idea, is people will share it. I had no idea how much kids would like these billboards. I mean, it's the funniest thing to me, because just yesterday, a woman was nice enough to message me and tell me, I'm sorry for hitting that.
It's okay.
My bad. I'm very, very, that's why I've been
trying. Are
to...
you ADHD?
Oh, so ADHD.
I am too, so I get it. I know you're like moving. It's all good, though.
I'll sit and start trying to work on something real, and I'll go, okay, I have this idea, and then I'll start, my creative thing kicks in too often, actually.
No, I love
it. But yeah, people will message me and tell me that their kids get happy when they see my billboards, or I still remember the first time it ever happened, because it was October, and I had taken my daughter trick-or-treating, and she wore shoes that were too, I told her not to wear these shoes, and I said, do you want to just go buy some candy? And she's like, yeah. So we walk in the store, and this little girl starts tugging at her mom's sleeve. She's like, Jason, Mom, it's him. And I was like, okay. But, and that happens. I mean, people get happy when they see me because of those billboards. And,
they do.
You can't really ask for it. That's the best accomplishments I've ever had, actually.
I love it. My little niece, Isabella, stays with me a lot, as most of you know, because I post a lot about her. But she's like, oh my gosh, there's your friend Jason again. And we've kind of made it a game, like when we're driving around, So it's been fun. And hey, I got to say one more thing. I know we're running out of time.
Okay.
The biggest reason I loved you all running for mayor. But I would have loved it if you got, I love you, Anna Lee, but I would have loved it if you got it, because I heard through the grapevine that you were going to do make a maybe local Oreo day.
So the day, because originally, and many people asked me why I ran for mayor, just because I thought it might be fun.
Something to do.
Because I figured, win or lose, then my kids, my grandkids would have that one relative that did that thing, and maybe it might motivate them to do something crazy too. And so I didn't care about losing at all. But I didn't even know who I was running against. I had no clue. But Tom and Annalie, I actually liked both of them
Me
a
too.
lot. They're both really cool people. When I went in to sign the paperwork, the woman was just kind of joking with me, asking me different things, and so what will be your first day in office? And you know how I just kind of I don't think about anything I ever say. I said something about a cookie day where everybody will get one cookie or something like that. So then, fast forward, me and the other two candidates are meeting with Georgia Power, this big meeting, and one of the guys, I can't remember his name, but somebody with the government said, "Hey man, I'm looking for that cookie thing," and it kind of hung around, and I'm like, okay.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
And that's the way those things work. Well, we could talk all day, but well, we can't because we're on a time limit here. But Jason, I'll have you back soon. We're going to talk about your birthday afterward. I'm looking forward to it. You're having a Britney Spears, a Michael Jackson lookalike, and live monkeys. So, so I'll be there, and I'll be taking pictures and sharing with you guys.
Oh, and if you are one of my past clients, please check for your invite. If you do not have one, please call me, text me, whatever, because I waited way too long to send them out, so it's on me. But yes, so I have a Britney Spears, I have a Michael Jackson, that's professional, one coming from Virginia, one from Atlanta, a band coming from Chattanooga. There you'll be able to do pictures with monkeys, and I think he'll have otters. That's iffy. 360 camera, but yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blast. Okay, Jason, thanks for coming. The rest of you, I'll be right back.
All right, cool.
Welcome back to the talk. I'm here with Christy Payne. Welcome, Christy.
Hey, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you because I love what you do with Hope Spur.
Thank you.
Would you tell our viewers who may not know what you do, what Hope Spur is? And in a moment, we're going to talk about an event coming up.
Absolutely. Okay, so Hope Spur began from several of us therapists in the area having these amazing clients who want the help, need the help, willing to do all the hard work that counseling is to get the help, and not being able to afford it. So what we found is that upon digging, we are under contract with insurances and those kind of things to require them to pay their fees. So it was an ethical dilemma, really, when you've got someone there who wants the help and has to choose between getting help and groceries in this economy especially. And so we formed Hope Spur. So Hope Spur does all kinds of fundraising. We look for grants. We take generous donations. We have an amazing community that stands behind us, a wonderful board. And we take that money and we filter it through to be able to give these people the help that they need. So we initially started out just doing out-of-pocket costs. Now we help a lot of people that are in between jobs or college students or those kinds of things that just can't afford the costs that are associated with mental health therapy.
And that is a huge undertaking. It's a huge achievement that you've done that because you're right. A lot of people just can't afford it.
Right.
Because, I mean, gosh, me and my mom were talking about that this morning. It's like, my dad sometimes will be like, well, that's a lot of money. And she's like, well, you don't realize that everything's a lot of money right now.
Everything, yes.
You know?
Yes, and when you think about it, too, and the fact that a lot of people have $8,500 deductibles that they have to meet before behavioral health insurance kicks in because it's different than health insurance.
Yeah.
Many people don't know that. Why we don't treat mental health the same as physical health, I'm not so sure yet. We're going to continue to work on that one. But we definitely want to make it easier for people to make that decision when they want this help.
And I think it all starts here. How we, I guess, how do you say it? How we perceive things, how we react to things, and if we have that positive mental, how do you say it, Christy?
Just
outlook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The mental health is not just I have a chemical imbalance and need to take medications. Mental health can be I'm in a hard place right now. I'm having a hard time focusing. I'm having a hard time doing these things. And employers in this town and well, actually nationwide, have become more aware of the fact that if people are mentally healthy, they have better employees. So there's things like employee assistance programs now that'll even help pay for counseling sometimes, which is amazing. We love that. Yeah, we love that people are becoming more aware of that.
I love that too.
Yes.
Christy, there's something so cool about you. One of your hobbies, well, there's a lot of things cool about Christy, but one of your hobbies is biking.
Yes.
Harley driving. There's a difference between a Harley and a bike, I'm told.
Well, yes, but then again, we don't discriminate. So
My sister does. She's a Harley girl, her and her husband. But yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of other good bikes
absolutely.
out there.
We had a friend one time that showed up in a $50 bike, and we rode right with him with the backfire and everything, and it was pretty funny.
A $50 motorbike?
Yes, he ended up trading it around and ended up with it for like $50, and he was testing it out one day. We rode right with him, and
Sweet.
He managed to make it work. So we had fun, and that's all that matters. And
it is all that matters, isn't it?
Yes, but we definitely do. We have a ball riding Harleys or whatever else comes our way.
That's so much fun. I think it's fun. I'm a chicken, but as we have discussed before, but you're doing a thing called Suicide Prevention Ride or Wind Therapy.
Yes.
And this is by Hope Spur.
Yes, absolutely. This year we've teamed up with Mountain Creek. Mountain Creek tends to always be a part of this somehow, and they support us. And this year, Crescent City Tavern is going to host our after party.
Nice.
One for the Road's going to be playing, which is known for to be a biker kind of band, and they're very friendly to the community, and they love us, and they do a great job. And so yes, we're gonna ride through a couple of counties and show our support, and then we're gonna hang out at Crescent City, which is kid friendly. We've got face painting coming, and we're going to hang out, and we're going to dunk people, and we're going to have a good time and listen to good music.
People?
Yes. You want to come be in the dunk tank?
I don't know, maybe. Tell me more about it.
Yes, so we have a dunk tank there that we will have for people to be able to sit in, and we're actually going to have Darren Pierce come because I think it's really great when bikers want to get to dunk the popo. So.
Oh, you know what? I may come just to take pictures and put it on, North Georgia News Now.
Absolutely, yes. He's such a good sport. He's supported so many of our things, and I think that's a good spin right there.
I love that.
Well, we need people to be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this is happening in September, correct?
Well, actually, it's August 31st this year.
Me.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, August 31st. And where does this start?
It starts at Harley Davidson. So we'll have bikes starting around 9:30, but we do a blessing of the bikes. We pray on our bikes before we leave and make sure we have safe travels and safe year and that kind of thing. And we take off from there, and we'll ride through Whitfield and I think some of Catoosa County or Murray County for sure. And then we end back up at Crescent City. It's about an hour-ish ride. So we'll be at Crescent City around 1 o'clock. We'd love to have anybody who doesn't even bike come out and join us.
But if somebody does bike and they want to join you, how would they get involved? Just show up?
Absolutely. You can check us out on our Facebook page. We've even got a wind therapy page that we keep up throughout the year because I believe in that. I believe our bikers are just good-hearted people that do a lot of good. And, we have several of our biker community that comes to us, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud that they're willing to do that, and I'm proud that they're willing to send up and say, hey, this matters.
It does matter so much. Bikers do a lot. Sometimes there are groups that look for missing people, that help children who are having problems monetarily or whatever other way. And I think that's so beautiful.
Absolutely. Give these guys a chance to buy a kid a toy, and they are on a mission. I'm telling you.
That.
Yes.
So you're going to have live music, as you said. You're going to have raffles. You're going to have an auction. Vendors will be there?
Yes.
At Crescent or Harley?
At Crescent.
Crescent. Okay,
yes.
You'll have vendors there. And then you're having a ride meetup. That's at 10:30. The blessings at 11:15, and all this again is taking place August 31st. And then the after party at Crescent City, which is downtown Dalton. There's going to be signature drinks.
Yes, we actually have tumblers that will be for sale. That if you buy the tumbler, then you get a drink for free.
Sweet.
Yes, and Dalton Distillery has actually helped with some of that as well.
I love Chuck and the guys at Dalton Distillery. They're great.
They support us indefinitely. They've been so good to us the whole time we've been around, and it's amazing. It really is amazing the kind of people you get when you talk about mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
the good old boys show up.
I love that.
Me too.
And there's going to be VIP seating for some at the after party. You said it's kid friendly. Sweet. You can become a sponsor. Of course, check the website out. what else? You got a Facebook event page, and you can pre-register at your website?
Yes, absolutely.
Great.
We'd love to have anybody come out. We're so thankful for our community.
And for those like me who aren't actually bikers, but we admire and like it, there's a good movie Christy and I had just talked about on, was it Netflix or Peacock? Peacock.
Peacock, yes.
Peacock, and it's called Bike Riders.
Yes.
I just watched it this past weekend, and Christy watched it with her husband.
Yes.
And it was so much fun.
It was very fun.
Check the movie out. Come to the Wind Therapy ride. And Christy, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. Shout out to today's guest, Christy Payne from Hope Spur Mental Health. Don't forget to check out the second annual Wind Therapy Ride for Suicide Awareness, and Jason Burgin, by his own words, Dalton's okayest realtor. Can you believe that autumn starts in just a few short weeks? I don't know about you, but fall is my favorite time of the year, with all of the color changes happening in nature, the decorations, pumpkin spice, cozy sweaters, and ghost tours. I created Dalton Ghost Tours 21 years ago, and I'm happy to say it's still going strong. In fact, there will be 4 tours in September, including a Friday the 13th walk, free tours for teachers, and a National Ghost Hunters Day tour. Then in October, enjoy traditional walks and our special Killer Clowns from Outer Space Invade Dalton Ghost Tours events. If you're a fan of the 1988 movie, you'll get to meet Shorty, Spike, Fatso, and a cast of other characters. Plus, enjoy photo areas, free popcorn, and more. Visit Dalton Ghost Tours on Facebook for additional information. Also, be sure to follow The Talk with Connie on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, I wish you an abundance of peace, love, and well-being. See you soon.